All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more Survivor 2. And we'll see how this goes again, because Survivor 2 has been an experience so far, just in the sense of there are like no good resources for how to 100% this on the internet. There's just not. There's just no good resources out there. Things kind of just happen, and we're just going with it. we're just going with it. So we'll see. We'll see how she goes. Did it happen again? Did what happen again? Fahrenheit weather. Nope. Nope, none of that. That's why I left. That's not why I left. That's part of why I left. Because it's miserable. That's not exactly why I left. Nope. It couldn't be me. I don't think it's exactly cool here today. Oh. It's not bad. It's 81 here. It's not bad. It's about what it normally is in July.
Resident Evil.
Oh, I kind of just hit arcade mode without thinking. I don't know if I do.
Resident Evil.
I don't know what I want to do. Code Veronica? I wish this was Code Veronica. I fucking wish we were playing Code Veronica. Oh, the 60-hit combo. Maybe it's not that bad. Right? I don't know who I would... I might want Steve. Maybe. I feel like the machine guns should probably help. How much left in this? Too much. Way too much. Oh my god. Okay, how do I reset? Retry? Find your lack of mobile too disturbing. Man, my ISP was not gonna let me have it. Rest in peace to the one stream 100% again. We were going for the double after mobile mission. How the hell am I going to get a 60-hit combo? I'm like already struggling with this much. People mention that lights count, which is why I thought, yes, some cheese. I lost it. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Assume you unlocked the broken OP weapon. Bro, which one? There are so many in that game. Like, even one of the first things I got yesterday, just right off the bat, there's a bazooka in there that does like, I think it's like 2,300 damage a shot. I was just like, oh my god. How is this one of the first things you get in the game? Because I think it's like, I don't think it was from the training. I think it's like the second arena fight gives you it. It's crazy. Oh, the one the final hidden arena opponent uses? Yeah, I did get it playing for the review. I didn't use it because at that point, it was just script time, but I did get it. Yeah, Mobile 2 is such a weird game. It's just so odd. It's kind of endearing though. It feels like one of those games where I'm like, it's not good, but for some reason I like it. It's got personality. I feel drawn to it. That's what happened. I was very confused why my combo was one less. Is the Kurosawa in mobile too? I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, there it goes. Why is this such a pain in the ass? The jump from mobile 1 to 2 is wild. It really is, because they're like a year apart as well. Oh, go. Go. Was technically in it, but not really. Yeah, I don't think it was like the Kurosawa, but there's something in there that's basically the Kurosawa. The light. Speaking of games that are not good, but that have such a weird personality that you kind of have to like them a little bit, I present Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica. 22. I'm getting there. Does your ammo reset when you restart? It looks like it, yeah. I think I would be out by now if it didn't. Kind of reminds me of The Club. I don't know The Club. Oh no. Okay, maybe 60 hits isn't that bad. But like, you have to pretty much intentionally be shooting for the combo. You can't just stumble into one. I have to like really force it. But when you are forcing it, it's not too bad. There's light. Coins are good. Oh, the dog is behind me? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, I might have just fucked it. Yeah, I did. There's no way. Unless I get a crit, like, as I go through this door, it's over. 45. Now we'll really know if the ammo resets. It looks like it does. At least that's very generous of the game. By, you know, the standards of Survivor 2. Yeah, the ammo resets, thank God. Just because, what's it? This game can be so brutal, difficulty-wise. It at least giving you your ammo back when you do a retry, as opposed to just finishing the level, is very nice. Because I kind of had the feeling it was going to make me grind the ammo out again, since it all carries between levels and everything here. I thought it was going to be like, nope, if you use ammo and you restart, you've used that ammo, go grind more SMG ammo. Also, I don't know if I'm being too nice to the game. I think it has a charm. It has this weird, quirky personality that you're kind of like, you know, you're lucky you're cute, because otherwise I would be way meaner to you. I feel like this game is like that. It's lucky it is so weird by Resi standards and everything, and just even by general game standards. It's a weird one. If it wasn't so odd, I probably would be way more mean to it. Deadly Premonition is charmingly janky. This game is garbage. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Go, Steve, go. Oh my God. Gave it a 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 is too harsh. For sure. I think I gave it, well, like a high 3. It's not a 1. There's no way. I'm gonna lose this combo, though. I fucked around a little too long. Ooh. Bats and boxes? Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, I got 60, so I think now we just have to finish the whole thing and then we're good. It seems like you still have to go down and kill the boss for every dungeon level. But I did get a 60 hit combo. Does it like... Yeah, 60 plus. I don't know. I'm assuming 60 counts. Watch it not count and it wanted 61 or more. I would lose my mind. I would fucking lose it. Imagine if it doesn't. It might not. Just being totally real. It might not count. But we'll see. Uh-oh. Now I can just play normally for the rest of it, I think. Aiden, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Weather's overheating my phone. Is it an iPhone? I swear. My iPhone, whenever it's hot outside, overheats so fast. I don't know why. But I swear, like, if it's hot and sunny out, Android. Wonder if it's just a smartphone thing in general. I've only ever had iPhones since I started buying myself smartphones. I had a little, not even flip phone, I had a little slide phone when I was in like middle school. My parents were like, this is only for contacting us in emergencies. And it was like an old ass like slide phone. I don't know what the exact term for those phones would even be. It was like a, think like a flip phone, but you turn it over sideways and you like click out the keyboard from the side. I don't know what the actual term for them was. Sounds awesome. It was kind of awesome. Basically, it was like a flip phone, but with a full keyboard. Like, it had a whole, like, mini keyboard instead of having just the numpad, right? And I think that it was, like, my dad's old phone or something, and they just gave it to me once he wasn't using it. That's just a flip phone? No, a flip phone is not a flip phone. The flip phone just had the numpad, and it flipped up. Like, here. Like a flip phone, you would flip up and it would be like this, right? But what I had, it was like you had a phone like this that was totally normal, and it had like the little numpad on it, right? But then if you wanted the keyboard, you turned it to the side and you like clicked it out and it would like come down, and there would be like a little keyboard below the phone. A slide phone? Is it called a slide phone? That's what I said, but I was like, I don't know if that's the correct term. Motorola backflip? Is it like that? Hold on. I don't even remember what it was. Yes, yes, just like this. It looks like this looks more like a smartphone though. This like a weird in between. But yeah, more like that. Although this looks like it's like a whole folding, like a book kind of thing, almost. Is it a slide phone? Is that the term? But yeah, once I started buying, like, you know, legit phones, smartphones, I just iPhone. And incoming iPhone sucks and everything, especially I got so much shit for my phone because I worked in tech. But like, thing is, I don't use my phone for anything. It's legit, like, I use it to text, I use it to make phone calls, and I use it to sometimes scroll Twitter when I'm taking a shit. And that's about the extent of what I do with my phone. I check the stock market on it. I do that a lot. I check the market on it a lot. I remember dumb phones, then we had clever phones, then finally smartphones. Yeah, I think my first phone would fall into the clever phone. I don't think I ever had a legit dumb phone. Post it in Discord. Yeah, pretty much just like that. Yes. That's not what it was, but yeah. Like that. Where it was basically like tucked in, and you would just like click the back off. I would say that's pretty clever. I don't know about the rest of you, but I think that's a fairly clever phone. You know, this dungeon mode ain't too bad. I thought it was gonna start getting really rough with like score a 60 hit or more combo. I was like, that's awful. But honestly, it did not take that long. Better than the arcade. Yeah, I also I like that I can carry more weapons as I go through. I like that it's, you know, not stingy on the heals. That's a good thing too. It feels like I can actually stay alive reasonably well. I'm not struggling all the time. Oh, I have a rocket launcher, don't I? This handgun ammo is crucial. Ow. And I get big, strong weapons like the rocket launcher. And I do like that the weapons that you collect carry over. Come on, that's got to be a better score than like an E. A C? I don't know how you're supposed to get S ranks in dungeon mode other than just like never getting hit and maintaining a combo from start to finish. It seems like that's the only way to do it. C's get degrees, they do. I was about to say that's what I did, but that's not what I did. I actually had a really good GPA in college. It was high school that I had awful grades in, like the worst. About the worst that you could have and still graduate, to be real. It doesn't get much worse than that without just failing. I got 30 grenades. Just grenades, like, that I can toss? Like hand grenades? Clock Tower Mission 5 is playable. But no, for my Americans who know what the number means, I graduated high school with a GPA of 2.2. I know. Pretty impressive stuff. I was a real scholar. Evacuate within 6 minutes. That's pretty fast. Impressive, I know. I really was quite the student. For the grenade launcher. Oh, they are for the grenade launcher, you're right. They are. I didn't realize that Steve... I was about to say that. For some reason, I had a moment there where I was like, I thought Claire had the grenade launcher and not Steve. I don't understand the GPA figures. Hold on. In letter grades. So basically, it's just a number to average out your grades, like across all of your classes for all of high school. And really the reason that you have it is for when you're applying to colleges. Colleges can just look at that one number and know how your grades are, know how good of a student you are. So it's like an average of all of my grades throughout all of high school. And I had to look it up. Thankfully, I got the perfect result I wanted. So for my non-Americans, I graduated high school with a total cumulative across all 4 years average of a 73 to 76% in my classes. I graduated with all 4 years. That's my average across them. About a 73 to 76%, which does sound right. That is about what I got in most classes, to be fair. Not even that bad, bro. Here, yeah, 70 is passing. that is the thing to throw in there too. In the American education system, well, actually, it varies from state to state. I was gonna say that, but depending on state, in my state and in Falsa's state, I know, if you go below a 70%, that is a failing grade. Like, you don't pass the class. Not gonna be overworking for high school. Yeah, we have this thing here where everyone is really big on like working your ass off in high school so that you can get into a good college and then working your ass off through college. But I was like, I don't know. I don't really want to put more into high school than I need to, so I didn't. I still got into my first choice for college, and then when I was in college and I actually like cared about what we were doing, I think I graduated college with like a 3.8, so probably an average of like 94 to 97%. If I had to spitball off the top of my head, I don't know if that would be the exact range. That sounds about right. Something like a 94% average would sound about right for my college. I got A's in pretty much everything in college. Although I think Florida, you didn't fail until you went below 60%, because I went to college in Florida. Oh my god, I have to be speedrunning out of here, that's right. I keep like getting distracted and playing normally, and then I remember this is supposed to be a speed run. But here in the US, there is like a really big pressure to work your ass off in high school. That's what most people do. That's what pretty much everyone will tell you to do. It's not what I did. And I turned out fine, clearly. Look at me, I play video games on the internet. I turned out fine. We just gotta go. I just gotta basically run right out. Low C to high D, yeah. The only issue that could occur here is I might not remember the exact way out. But I think we'll be fine. Ooh. I really am just trying to zip right through. Why is this door not open? The fuck? Now it's open. Still a slight margin to failing. Okay, yeah. I never got close to failing anything in college, so I wasn't sure. But I did think that, like, you didn't fail until you were down, like, below 60. Because I feel like I knew people in college who did go down into the 60s and they were fine. Like, they would just be in our next course anyway, like normal. Kind of a scam nowadays, at least private colleges. Yeah, it kind of... I used to be strongly in the camp of college as a scam, but now it's like... It's kind of weird because it entirely depends on what you're trying to do. Like, there are fields that you don't really need to go to college for because, like, employers or whatever won't really care that much if you have a degree or not. But then there are fields where it's like, no, you're not even going to get your foot in the door without a degree. So it kind of depends on what you're doing, if that makes sense. But generally, I think if you're going to college and you are going into a field where you don't really need to have one, then it is probably a waste of time, money, and energy. Kind of saw that coming.
Now I sound like that fucking dog VTuber.
Then again, I went into a field that's pretty degreeless. It's like 90% degreeless game dev. And because I was getting a degree and and I was getting good grades and everything, and my school was very connected within the industry. I got a job working in development before I even finished my degree. And I got other offers before finishing as well that I didn't take. All at like pretty solid AAA studios. Like I've mentioned this before. Some Chol lore for you. Right around when I finished up, because I did my degree in 2 years. I crammed it. I did a 4-year degree in 2. Right around when I finished what was basically like my junior year in college. So like I was going into my last year. I got an offer from Epic Games to go and work there because they were looking for designers at the time for Fortnite and Rocket League. And it was one of those offers where they were like, yeah, we need people on like either of these projects. And honestly, because we're still so early into looking, you can kind of just choose which one you want if you decide to come work for us. And I was like, oh, okay. But then they wanted me to like immediately relocate to Raleigh, North Carolina, and just drop my degree and work full-time right at the end of it. So I was like, that's not a great deal. Like everything else about this is a great deal. That's a really shitty deal, actually. So yeah, I ended up not taking that, not because like the job wasn't great, but just because they were basically like, yeah, you have to drop your degree like in the very last bit of it move across the country like immediately and just start working. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. So I didn't. And I ended up working at a different AAA studio in Orlando. Just local. But like, because I had a degree and was at like a pretty well-connected school where there was a ton of networking opportunity, it was incredibly easy to get my foot in the door. Like, I barely even had to try. I just had to show up and like job offers happened, basically. So even then, like if you're going into something that is pretty degreeless, depending on other factors, it might still be a good idea. It kind of is all over the place, to be honest. Just go to college and be a YouTuber easy. Yeah. I don't know where my crit is. I don't think it was necessarily them trying to like trap me or anything. I think it was just like they were legitimately working for people who were like, yeah, we need developers like now. And if I couldn't do it now, then someone else was gonna do it. And I just wasn't at a point where I could drop all that and go do it right then. They make the students live on campus the first year or two, and they have to pay for on-campus living. Yeah, that is shockingly normal. Like, it's kind of fucked, to be honest. The whole, like, first years have to live on campus. Like, have to live in the dorms, right? And then you have to pay for living in the dorms on top of just the tuition and everything. But our college system is kind of notorious for all that shit anyway. Also, Mikkel, what do you mean bros YouTube featured? And mid-game, how dare you? This is not a mid-game. This is Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica. Nothing shitty about it. Nothing mid about it. Oh no. You guys know how I joke about the neighborhood leaf blowers going like right when I start stream all the time because of how consistent it is? Guess what I just heard kick on in the distance? Guess what I just heard kick on way off in the distance? I swear, whenever they do come out here, it is legit, like perfectly 20 to 30 minutes after I start streaming. Do you even have trees? Yes, bitch. We have trees. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do we have trees? Fuck, I'm rich. Bro, I gotta go. I don't remember trees around your home, that's all. There are a lot. The pictures that you've seen of my home are like 15 years old. This is not where I want to be. This is where I want to be. Look at these incredibly biodegradable leaves. Better put them into plastic bags. Oh, I didn't bring the rocket launcher. I thought I did. There. That wasn't so bad either. I'm once again asking for a Gears update. We didn't play last night either. Same as the last couple. We're still exactly halfway through Act 1, not Chapter 1. There are 6 chapters in Act 1, and we got through Chapter 3. The fuck? We got other shit going on, too. E. Oh yeah, let me throw that high score in there, my E rank. That's good shit. I got 5 Panzerfaust shots. I'll take them. I mean, shit. A whole 5? That's like the crazy mini nuke rocket launcher. Score more than 60 million? Are you fucking me? Are you dead serious? 60 million? What did I just get on that last run? Hold on now. Hold on. 60 million. That sounds like a lot. I'm just double checking to make sure that that is in fact a shit ton. That last run, the speed run, where I, granted, didn't kill anything, really. I got 650,000. The run earlier where we got the 60-hit combo, we got 15.8 million. So is the way to do this just getting the most massive fucking combo imaginable and riding that out? Bro, I don't know. I don't have the SMG ammo for that. Maybe I can do it with the pistols. Combo the whole thing. It sounds like that actually is just the way to do it. Fucking sprint through and keep one giant combo going the whole time. That legitimately seems like what I have to do here. I fucked up. I fucked up. I must away to the grind. To the Gears 5 grind still. Oh my god, I barely salvaged that.
So fucking bad.
You are. How many points do I have right now? 500,000? That's not enough. No, I'm at work. Ah, shit. That is a less enjoyable grind, probably. If I had to guess. I don't know. I've heard things about Gears 5, but I've heard very mixed things on Gears 5, where I hear like a solid mix of it's the best Gears game like since 3, but then I also hear people saying it's total dog shit. So I don't know what to believe on Gears 5 at this point. $500,000, I sleep. We need 60 million. Kaz hated it. Yeah, I know, like, genuinely, I hear such a 50-50 on it. I lost the combo already. I only played online a tiny amount. I feel like I'm more likely to enjoy it because I didn't hate Gears 4 like at all. I really didn't. This is gonna suck. The 60 million challenge is gonna be ass. Do you think it would be worth it to just try to grind SMG ammo first and then go for it? Because it seems like it might be. It only competes with Judgment and 4. True. I might just do a whole like full run through to try to get SMG ammo, and then go for the huge score run. Or I wonder if maybe, since I barely ever touch it, I don't know. I don't know. But no, I don't hate Gears 4. There were things about 4 I really, really liked. Like Horde mode. And just, it felt real good. It was just real smooth to play. Oh God. I didn't play 4 or 5 because I disliked Judgment so much. Fair. There's no way that 5 is worse than Judgment. There's no fucking way. Like, even if it is really bad, there's no way that I like Judgment more. Ow. Ow. We're going to play Judgment? Yeah, I still like Judgment. Like, on its own. But just, you compare it to the original trilogy, it's not good. Like, to that standard. But it wasn't made by Epic, was the issue. I have low standards. Yeah, I don't think you'll have any issue with it, but I think you definitely will be like, yeah, it's fine, it's just not as good. I think you'll probably still agree with that. Because it's really not like it's terrible. It's just not on the same level, I guess. Don't take offense to that, you bitch. I didn't even think about it until just now. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm trying to get back to my handguns. Okay, well, that happened. What the fuck is this weapon order right now? What is happening? No. No. My combo. The way that the combos work is really weird too. So I've noticed that they don't like multiply the score while they're running. They just deposit like a huge bonus to your score once they're over. It is really weird. Oh, okay. Wait, how much score do I have right now? I have 1 million. Okay. Yeah, so I am gonna have to get like a huge combo going for the actual 60 million run. That is just how this is going to work. I'm just trying to stockpile a ton of SMG ammo. 1/60th of the way there, easy. I mean, credit where it's due for adding a challenge where I have to like actually learn how to play dungeon mode well. But man, this is hard just because you have to figure it out on your own. Yeah, seriously, you look up like even just what to do for 100%. Like you try to find a list of all the challenges or anything. You can't fucking find one because no one plays this shit. It is so weird. I've never had a game that I've tried to complete on stream like this that I actually just can't even find info on. Like at all. I don't know if that deserves credit. No, I always like prefer when games push you into learning how to like really engage with the mechanics and systems the way that you're meant to. That's why I like playing games on higher difficulties generally. Because unless the difficulty is just total horse shit, which sometimes it is, depends on the game, right? But most of the time, like a good higher difficulty, all it will mean is you just can't ignore like core mechanics. You have to actually figure out how they work and engage with them. So normally I like going for a higher difficulty or just something like this that forces you into engaging with them. But there's something to be said for, you know, maybe Survivor 2 doesn't have the most enjoyable mechanics or systems to engage with. Like Witcher 3 on Death March, yeah. Just any game that like has some really solid high level mechanics. I always like playing higher difficulties on them because you actually do get pushed into learning them properly. This was the room that had the shit ton of zombies all clumped up. Oh no. Shit. My combo. Oh shit. Oh my god, why can I not grab that med kit? There, that killed my combo. Wait, maybe not. Maybe if I can grab that gem, I can at least get that, but the combo's dead. Come on. I got the gem first. I'll take it. Good combo. Yeah, that was a really good one. Yeah, I heard that the issue with 5 was not even just the content, but I heard that multiplayer on launch was also, like, insanely broken. Like, the kind where you just couldn't even really enjoy the online, because it was hard to even get yourself, like, into lobbies or anything. Is that 32 mil? That is 32 mil, yeah. So I think once I've got the ammo stockpile and we're really going for it, it seems doable. It seems pretty doable. This won't be hard. Yeah. I think I was overestimating it since my ammo grind run ended up getting to a score about halfway. We are near the end, though, so it's not going to go much higher. No, we can't get it this run. We're too far in. We're like a few doors away from the boss. This is the boss door. But all the coins disappeared. Yeah, this was the boss. Huh. I don't know what I want to do about that then. Hello? There we go. God. There was still a spider in there. Optional rooms you can enter for points. Yeah, like this one is one of them. But then that's what, like, that little off branch from before was an optional, like, couple of rooms that you can go into just for a bunch of points. But then where I was like, oh, the coins despawned in the hallway. There were a ton of gold coins all the way down towards the boss. And gold coins give you a ton of points and basically just fill your combo meter. They might actually just fill it. I don't know. But they make it so it takes a long time for your combo meter to go back down after you grab one. So the gold coins are huge. Oh, do they just infinitely spawn? They do. That's why I heard more before. So I don't know if I'll be able to go down to that hallway. Hold on, I bet you one of these. Nope, neither of them have submachine gun ammo. Oh my god, dude, calm down. Is it this hard to kill one spider with the grenade launcher? Jesus. That was about halfway on just a stockpiling run. It's doable. Maybe more doable. Oh, no damage is a thing too. I wonder what the no damage bonus is like. Like, do I even want to rely on that? Because it seems like the combo just is more effective than, like, shooting for no damage, but I don't know what no damage would actually get me. Thing is, no damage and combo, I feel like, are kind of mutually exclusive because of the way the crit system works. Like, I don't think I can get a big combo without going for crits, just because of how fast the combo meter goes down. But then, I don't think I can get no damage while going for crits, because you get grabbed or you get bit while doing crits. They made it so that you literally have to touch enemies to get a crit, so you kind of just get damaged a lot when going for them. Yeah, I wouldn't bank on it either. That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be a solid point bonus at the end, I'm sure. But it seems like it's just not worth making that the priority. Combos seem to go a lot further. I tell you why that is. Why what is? We go. See, like, we're already at 1 million just from comboing like that first stretch of rooms. Just having a combo going really racks up the points. Who would have thought? Oh, the crits? It's because they couldn't do the same thing as the arcade game, right? The arcade game just had you shoot, like, you know, the head or wherever, depending on what it was. But they couldn't do that on the PS2 controller because you can only aim left and right. I am on a no damage tear right now. $16 mil already, by the way. The combos are insane for racking up points. You just have to get a giant combo to get a lot of points fast. Honestly, this is... I'm gonna hold my tongue. I was about to say something that I don't want to speak prematurely. I will say this, at least right now, is making the game more fun. Like, now that I'm really getting it and shooting for really big scores and stuff and figuring out how it all works, the fun is happening. The fun zone is happening. Andrew, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Oh no, I got bit. Fuck. There goes my no damage, but we're at 33 mil already, so I think we're fine. Oh, my combo. Don't jinx us. I'm just saying, at least right now, the fun zone is happening. And I feel like I might even be coming around on Survivor 2. I don't want to speak too soon, but it kind of feels like it. 58 mil. Holy shit. This looks decent, to be honest. Now that I'm getting it... Oh, I just got it from shooting out those lights, dude. Let's go. I just have to not die now, which seemingly could be a challenge. Oh. I'm getting like 2 million points a kill at this combo right now. What is happening? This is the safe room with all the shit in it. $80 million. Dungeon mode seems a lot better than arcade mode. This looks decent. I'm enjoying this. It's not Stockholm Syndrome, I swear. It's not. Dude, we're gonna pass 1 billion. Or sorry, 100 million. Not a billion. Whoa. But we are gonna pass 100 bill, or 100 mil. The number keeps going up. 100 bill. Whoa. Accidentally used that and that. Oh my God, get me back on track. 110 million. Steve is the GOAT. In Survivor 2, specifically. There goes my combo. It's all over. But it was glorious while it lasted. You guys just don't understand. He really loves me. Remember when we thought this would be next to impossible? Took like 2 legit tries to nearly double the score. Hey, it seems so intimidating. But once you start shooting for that, it's the same thing that happened with the 60+ combo just less than an hour ago. It seemed like it was gonna be awful. But then when I actually started doing it, it quickly was like, oh no, this is fine. Because now I just have to kill the boss. Wonder what rank you'll get. Me too, to be honest. I wonder, because I got a C rank for the 15 million earlier. I wonder if the 60 million plus is just like getting an A rank or getting an S rank. I don't know. Because that might just be the challenge. Like the final challenge for the stage is just basically get an S rank. I could see that being the case. $100 mils gotta be S. You would think, but you never know. No. My second combo is dead. Oh my God. Get me through the door, Jesus. It's time. Oh. I accidentally fired the rocket launcher earlier, that's right. Oh, let's go. Look at that. So easy. Just so easy. This has to be an S rank, right? If an S rank exists, that has to be it. Surely. 115 million points. S rank. You love to see it. You love to see it. Awesome. I might enjoy the dungeon mode more than I thought I did when I did the review. When I did the review, I played like a bit of dungeon mode and basically came away from it like, yeah, it's a side thing that's there. Adds time to the game if that's what you want. But now, I feel like I've seen the light after doing all the missions on one stage. What is this? Is this me playing? Is this a replay of me from a prior run? It's credits for the game? Maybe for the what's it? The PS2 version specifically rather than the arcade team. For a second, I saw like the weird movement and just going for crits, and I was like, was that me? Did I do that? Then I got a little confused with the Magnum. Oh my god, where is Jess when you need her? Replays would have been awesome, though, now that I think about it. Even on the arcade game, it would have been awesome. Ooh, that was a nice little pop in my back. That was a good one. Yeah, this must be the PS2 team. Chris is the final unlockable. Chris is far from the final unlockable, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, that wasn't that bad. I enjoyed that, weirdly. Way more than I thought I would. I meant in dungeon mode, so did I. Hold on. Oh, you have the knowledge. I have the knowledge. Even I'm starting to warm up to the game. Look at him. Look at him. They got Rodrigo in here. What a beast. This is some good credits. I'm also wondering now if there's going to be a credits for each of like the dungeon mode maps. Because I've noticed that all of these are from the clock tower map. And we've only just cleared the first map of the dungeon mode. There's more. There's more dungeon mode to go. More of a disliker now is funny though. I don't know, man. There's a part of me that's coming around to this now. Just a little bit. The dungeon mode. The arcade mode, I still feel pretty much the same. This goes on for a minute, though. This credits sequence. I can wait. I can wait. Better than scrolling credits, I don't mind. Look, chat, look, Shinji Mikami. He worked on it. I was waiting for his name to appear. He worked on it. Where are my unlockables? Oh, I have to put in my name first. Alright, check this out now. I got 10 rocket launcher shots. Chris is now playable. That's it. Just those two, I guess. Chris is now playable for the dungeon mode. And We've totally cleared the clock tower. It's beautiful. Just to show off. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his weapons. Look at his weapons. I thought, remember before, last stream, if you were here, I was going to start doing underground levels as well to like mix them in, and I said, you know what? No. Let me just do all the clock tower levels, because that would probably be a better way of approaching this. That's why. Once you complete all 6 missions on any of the maps, you get Chris, and he has the infinite linear launcher.
Resident Evil.
Now back to this shit. Gotta make progress here. Oh, here. Which secret messages have I not found? I can do that. I think we got 3, yeah. I'm still missing the one on stage 3 and stage 5. So once I get to those stages, I guess I just start looking around for secrets. Stage 3 is big, too.
Let's go.
Now back to hell. It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not the worst. Gets me every time, this voice acting. Perfection. Perfection, I tell you. Is the run? Not too bad. At least the music is good in this game. At least we've got that. Oh. Oh, I can't. I missed the helicopter line. That was some peak RE Survivor for sure. What? Helicopter? Tell us how the graphics have aged well? No, the graphics did not age well, which is so weird because they are just reusing a bunch of stuff from mostly CV, but also other RE games. So they shouldn't look the way they do, but it's because there's all this fucking smearing over everything. And this really shitty motion blur. And seemingly some bilinear filtering just to, you know, really bring it all home. Yeah, it's how it's presented that makes it look bad. Because, like, the assets themselves are fine. It's a whole bunch of assets that did look good in Code Veronica. But here, they just look worse. It's because it's on the PS2? Maybe. I feel like it's mostly the post-processing that's really destroying this game, though. Like, visually, I mean.
Level S. Instruction A.
It's me, your mother.
All personnel.
That's also peak Survivor. It's so good.
Biohazard contamination detected. Level S.
Get off my boy, Steven.
A. Executed. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Yeah, the PS2 does have less power than the Dreamcast, but
Detected.
it weirdly doesn't even seem like things are like super downgraded or anything. Is it an ISP issue? Yeah, it was just my internet going in and out. When it was in, the signal was great. It was like my normal gigabit speed. But then it would just completely drop, like at random. And it did it on and off for hours afterwards, too. I knew it. I couldn't grab the assault rifle. We killed him too fast. Yeah, it was just my provider having issues again. I can live with a B. I can. Bop. Shit. ISP is internet service provider. Oh. The GameFAQs guide has the locations. Where's the stage 3 one? Because I'm only missing 2. Where's the stage 3 one? And stage 5. Stage 3 is collect the green jewel. Okay. I don't know where the green jewel is, but at least we'll make it a little easier to find than it just being like something scribbled on a wall or something like some of them have been. Does it say where the jewel is? Because clearly it's not somewhere I have been. Now, where is that? Yeah, exactly. Like, even when you do find info for this game, sometimes it's like that, where you're like, oh, okay, green jewel. Where the fuck is the green jewel, though? It is crazy that the PS2 was like the least powerful system this gen, but then just the best system of this gen because it had all the fucking games. Oh, it is a message written on the wall, but it is found by collecting the green jewel. Okay. There's a quick turn in this game. If you pull back on the stick and press both bumpers at the same time, there is a quick turn in this game. Unbelievable. Nowhere in the game or even in the manual does it mention that. That's crazy. There's just a quick turn in there. That is a total secret. Okay. I know you hate Steve, but you ain't gotta shoot him so much. He's in the way. It's not my problem. Cheeky S rank. If you get killed by Nemesis, do you just lose a continue or are you completely dead? You just lose a continue. And at this point, we have 6 continues a run. And the partner AI is level 4. So, like, there's not really a whole lot of, I guess, stakes per run anymore. Like, getting killed by Nemesis here will not be a problem if I do just take the time to explore, because we have so many continues, and, like, Steve has been buffed up because of some of the unlockables as well. And Steve gets revived with every continue as well. So, we're totally fine. There really isn't any good info on this game. No, it's wild. We're kind of just figuring it out as we go. It really is just a wild experience. There are some bits of info that are easily available, but not a lot. Like, the dungeon mode info that's out there seems pretty solid. But even then, there's no, like, guide for the dungeon mode in terms of, like, hey, here's how you can do this one difficult challenge easily without too much issue. There's not stuff like that. Like, you literally just find dungeon mode guides that will be like, oh yeah, for this stage, just get 60 hit combo. It's just do it and you win. Because no one wanted to play the game to figure it out. Well, we're doing it live. No green jewel in here. Alyssy, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Said in their retrospective that there's next to no information on this game. There really isn't. It's wild. Because then even you think you found something, because you do find like a game facts guide, and then the game facts guide is just like basically barren. Like there are really no actual tips or pieces of info in the guide. It's basically just stating what things in the game are. It's like, oh yeah, to get the secret report 3, just find the green jewel in the stage 3. It's like, okay, where is it? I don't know, just find it. Most people played it in arcades rather than home consoles. It probably was mostly experienced on console. If I had to guess, typically with like arcade games that get ported over, that's the case, because more people have home consoles than like will happen upon arcades that have a machine for that specific game, if that makes sense. Like in this case, there's probably more people who bought this once it came to PS2 and played it on their PS2 than people who just found a Survivor 2 arcade cabinet out in the wild. But a big thing with this one is that it was never released in North America, which is like Resident Evil's largest demographic. Most of the Resident Evil franchise's sales come from the US. There's also a really big portion of the Resi fan base that's based in South America. South America makes up a huge portion of the Resi community as well. Compared to most, I mean. And this just never got a release in the Americas. It was only in Japan and Europe. So that doesn't help either. Like right now, I had to get a European copy. We're playing on a European copy of the game because there is no North America copy.
All personnel evacuate immediately.
There has to be a lot of arcade machines.
Contamination.
Right now, in the current day, and granted this is years later, but I actually looked into where you could find arcade machines for this game. And I know the fun answer to that question,
S.
there is one
Executed.
known working Survivor 2 machine left anywhere.
Biohazard
One.
Contamination.
And it's in like
Level
Idaho
S. Instruction
or something like that. I think it, or was it Illinois?
All personnel.
I don't remember exactly. It was a state that started with an I. It's in the US and it's a Japanese Survivor 2 machine.
Hazard contamination.
In the entire world, yes. There's one known working Survivor 2 machine left. There are other Survivor 2 cabinets out there, but they're not functional. There are like 3 more that are known and like we know where they are stored, but they're not in a working condition. And then actually, when I was talking about that in the video, one guy in the comments section of the Survivor 2 video works in like a warehouse where literally what they do is collect arcade cabinets for repair and stuff and just hold on to them until they get repaired, basically. It's basically like arcade cabinet storage warehouse, right? And he was like, yeah, I work at one of the warehouses that still has one of the broken cabinets. But that's it. I've never seen one other than that one. And I think that he said the issue with that one was that the guns weren't working. What? That's the hidden message for the stage. That was it, chat. It's not even the green jewel. It's, you just walk up to that typewriter on the table and it pops up. It does. What? Is there even a green jewel on this stage? Is that not separate from the files? No, the secret messages are how you get the files. Like, that was the unlock for the file. Hilariously. Or for the Capcom website? No, when they pop up, that's when you get the secret report. It's so weird. The guy didn't even know. He was just like, just find the gem. Shit. Well, there is a green jewel. There's no message on the wall, though. There is a green jewel in the stage. At least I was like, bro, is there even a green jewel? Like this one, 25 minutes for the Capcom website. Oh. I didn't find that when I was researching. It actually sounds kind of neat. I love that the guide just isn't even right. That's the best part out of this. Only on the JP site, so no English. Oh. The Magnum just makes the boss fights free. It's crazy. You bring a Magnum to a boss fight in this game and the boss just dies. I'll take that C rank. Well, I would ask where the stage 5 secret message was as well, but now I don't know if I even want to ask. Genuinely, I don't know if I even want to. I think I'll just find it. I don't know if I can trust the GameFAQs guides anymore. Thankfully, we have the stage 4 one already, because this is another really big stage. That would be a bitch to search, specifically because Nemi is triggered right from the start of this stage, too. I don't know, this is kind of a fun completion experience in and of itself. Just because it's such a janky game. Like, such a weird game from Resident Evil's history. And there's no info. Like, even the info you get just isn't even right half the time. Some of it seems to just be made up for, like, the arcade mode unlockables, too. Where it's just like, oh yeah, if you just beat the game twice, you get partner level 8. And I've beaten the game like 6 times now, and still only have partner level 4. Like, we still don't know if partner level 8 even exists, and if it does, how to get it, we have no clue. We just don't know. It says, oh yeah, just play 2 hours and you get up to 6 continues a run. And I played like 5 hours before I ever got 6 continues. And that one actually didn't even pop up like on screen saying it was unlocked. So we don't know what the fuck I did to even get them. They kind of just randomly appeared at one point. Like, half of the info out there seems to genuinely just be made up about this game and its unlockables. So it's been a wild experience. How do you know you're at level 4? Because you can see it in the game's options. And it popped up when I first beat the game and said, like, partner level 4 unlocked or something like that. So it really is just a matter of, we have to figure it out on our own. Some of the info out there is legit. Like, beating the game once did get us level 4. All the resources online said that. That was true. But then when I beat the game the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th time, none of those have given me partner level 8. So it really, like, half of the info is legit, half of it's not. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I think the special reports are separate from the secret messages. I don't think they are. Because, like, when we were looking for the stage 1 specifically, I got the pop-up that said, like, 5. And then I finished up the run and I went back to the menu and the new secret report was right there. I didn't do anything else different that run either. I just went into, like, this little weird corner of the map. A secret message on the wall appeared. And then after that, I had the secret report. Or the special report, rather. I think they're the same thing. The jewels unlock the reports, and the secret messages just pop up when you're close to them. Oh. Maybe. No, because then I would have the stage 5 one. Because I've grabbed that jewel. I know where the jewel on stage 5 is, like off the top of my head. It's right at the start of stage 5, over by the little fountain. There's a little crate that you shoot open, like literally right in the first room of it. And that has the jewel in it, and I grab it every time. But I've never gotten that that report. I don't know. I don't know. The info on this game is so wonky. I couldn't tell you. Did Nemi just Tiger Drop? Nemi was the OG Tiger Drop. He was doing it 6 years before Kiryu was. It's you, she-giggler. Check this out. The spider goes down like a bitch. Every time. Apparently it's a gray jewel for stage 5. Isn't there a secret boss with Nemesis? I don't know of one. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay. There's a mention of it. Who knows if it's real? How do I get the Nemi fight? Ow. Nemesis. Yeah, and the one special report 4 is about Nemesis. I think that the secret messages are the unlock criteria. Because they typically are related. Like the little pop-up message that you get, and then the special report. Oh, there's a Magnum in here. Hold on. I was about to leave. Witch Taunter had it in their video, but I don't remember the requirement. Oh. Okay, so it is real. There is a secret Nemi boss, is what you're telling me. I know how to unlock it, but I don't know if you want the spoiler or not. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to be playing a lot of arcade mode, so I probably don't need to know, like, early. I might stumble into it. Eventually, I might just end up stumbling my way into it. Because we still have, like, 2 more, like, continue unlocks. That's a weird way of phrasing it, but, like, after you get up to 6 continues, you can get another one that gives you 12 continues. And then after the 12 continues unlock, there's infinite continues. So I've still got to keep playing just to get my save file up to those. Oh, if the guide is based on the JP release? Maybe. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my god, chat, speaking of JP, I picked up an N3 vocab deck for Anki. Not mine, like I just went out and found one. Because it's so much easier to find like a really good one from someone who puts more time and effort into them than I would anyway, than to like spend all the time making my own. I do make my own for like specific things, but for general stuff like that, I just go out and find one. But I grabbed an N3 vocab deck for Japanese, and it uses a very different like study method than what I'm used to. Because what it's doing, a study method that I've come to really, really like, for the record, before I explain it. And I now want to study like this for everything else I do in Japanese, because it's kind of awesome. It literally just pops up the word in Japanese. For like first time I ever see it, it pops up and it's in Japanese. I read it, and what it wants me to do is type the Japanese right back. Like literally what I see, type it in, right? And then after I type it in, it tells me what it means in English.
The self-destruct
And it has me do that like a couple times when I first see the word. And then it starts showing me the English and being like, what is this in Japanese? And again, I type in the Japanese word for it. And at first it seemed really weird, but it's so nice. Like I feel like the words stick so much faster this way. That jewel, it is gray. But I don't have the secret message for this level. But that, or sorry, the special report, that's the secret message, I guess. So we'll see if secret report, or if special report 5 appears now. How do you get the 12 and infinite continues? No fucking clue. Which is the best RE spinoff in your opinion? Revelations 1, definitely. And I think it's like by a pretty considerable margin. I think Revelations 1 is the best spinoff. I've actually streamed Revelations 1 on the channel before. Like years ago, I streamed through it. I think around the time that RE4 Remake came out, I streamed it. But we'll be doing it again for this. I found another site that said as much. Yeah, I don't think it's the jewels. Revelations 1 is good. Revelations 1 is really good. Like, genuinely, Revelations 1 does some things better than, like, mainline RE titles do. Like, I like I like Rev 1 more than I like RE6, for sure. But that's kind of, you know, for most Resi fans, it's like, I would hope so. But, like, I like Rev 1 more than I like RE5 as well. He really goes down like a bitch if you bring the Magnum in. And just have a continue. Chat, do you remember what I said about maybe I'll just stumble into it by chance? What is the timing on this? Are you shitting me? What is the timing for this shit? Fucking 5 minutes ago, I was like, is there a secret Nemi boss? I didn't know that. And here we are. Bro, he's so much easier than the Tyrant. Nemi goes down like a bitch in this game. Yeah, what was the unlock condition? What the fuck? Oh, it's collecting all the jewels in one run. Oh. Which I normally do all of them other than the green one in stage 3. So like this whole time, I've been one jewel off of a Nemi fight for the finale. Like every single run. That's hilarious. What if that gets me partner level 8? Hold on, I'm thinking. What if that's the level 8 unlock condition? What if it's Nemi? What if it's killing Nemi? That's my brain just went there. What if I get partner level 8 after this? We'll see. We'll see. I love that Shinji Mikami worked on this game. It's such funny trivia. You know, Shinji Mikami, director of RE1, producer of RE2, producer of Code Veronica, director of RE4, and supervisor of Survivor 2. If you ever meet him, ask him about this game. My first question. He'll be ready for the RE4 questions, the RE1 question. I'll be like, hey, Survivor 2, Code Veronica. What's up with that one? What happened? Nemi went down like a fucking bitch. I can't get over that. I was expecting, like, to lose the run even with a few continues left, because he's the secret boss after the tyrant boss. But no, that was like nothing. That was like nothing. Wasn't he producer of most RE games up until he left Capcom? It's kind of weird. Because I guess, yeah, but none of the spin-offs other than this one. And also not RE3. He was not a producer on RE3. Because he was tied up with Code Veronica. S rank. Any unlocks incoming? Son of a bitch. Partner level 8 comes from fighting and killing Nemi. It comes from killing Nemi, not from beating the game twice. Well, the game just got even easier then. Let's rewrite all these guides. This is crazy shit. It's kind of fun figuring it out just on my own. It's kind of wild. Like, I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing at any time, but then sometimes I try something and it just, like, it unlocks something and it's like, oh shit. It's weird, especially for a PS2 game. You like never get this experience where there's just little to no info even out there about the game to guide you. Here, secret report. Do I have all 5 of them now? Oh shit. Although we would need to test now because yeah. See, the issue now is that I killed Nemi and got all 5 reports collected on the same run. So it could be triggered by collecting all the secret reports as well. I would say it's more likely to be from killing Nemi, but it could be from this. So you would need to test it. Or I would need to test it. I would need to do a run on a new save file where I don't have the reports and I kill Nemi. Because I can't be certain that killing Nemi is what did it, because I did this as well on the same run. Diary of the Chief Warden. Only a few hours remain for me as a conscious human being. This will be the final entry in my diary. I won't waste precious moments whining about what could have been. Who dropped the ball this time? Ah, well, what's done is done. In 48 hours, the virus will contaminate this entire island, and every life form will die. Out. Soon I will be nothing more than a soulless bag of meat controlled completely by the virus. You should read this like a survivor. She is my last hope, my invincible lover, Neticia. I first met you in an empty solitary cell. You had innocently chosen that spot to make your web. A place to call home. Though there was no food for you to catch. I wonder why I fell for you. Perhaps it was because I sensed we were kindred spirits, choosing to live our lives in some sheltered corner, secluded from others. I diligently kept feeding you with moths and roaches. Watching you wrap their bodies and suck out their fluids relaxed me. Oh. I noticed how you had grown, but I wanted you to be bigger and stronger. That's why I started to steal bodies for you. There was no harm in it. After all, they were the dead remnants from various experiments, no longer useful and left to be disposed of secretly. So I did just that by feeding you. The effect of the virus on you was astounding, and in no time you had become as big as a man. Then when I ran out of food, I sent a prisoner to the cell. They would be tortured to death by Alfred anyway. No one cared if you went missing. At last, you have grown too big to live in a cell. Should you make Kami? Why? Now I let you crawl loose in the prison. The ceiling has become your nesting place, and you've begun to devour prisoners and prison officers at random. No one will be able to destroy my lover. Oh my God. You are far more powerful than that annoying Alfred. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, no, this guy didn't want to fuck the spider, did he? But Jesus Christ. Your fangs are sharp enough to slice his empty little head off with one bite. All those memories, they'll be gone. My whole body has been infected with the virus. Is the spider hot though? It's actually just a spider. This whole time I'm like, where's the moment where it's like, oh, it's not actually a spider, or that this guy is a spider? But no, they just keep. Now I'm hearing the noise you make when you crawl on the ceiling with your 8 slender legs, Naticia. I guess you have eaten your food up. I guess the hunger is urging you. My dear Nettie, kill everyone. Destroy everything. Devour all. The meaning of the world will be lost when I die. I know you are gazing at me with your 8 eyes. Don't hesitate. Now fulfill your urge and let nature take its course as you sink your beautiful fangs into me. And now it's Vor. Now it's Vor. Spider Vor. What the fuck did I just read? What in the actual fuck was that? So ahead of its time. What did I just read? That's in the game. That's actually in the game. Who wrote this? That is canon. Reports. Oh, which one had I and hadn't I read? 4 is the Nemesis one. Oh, 3 and 5. That's right. I just got 3 and 5. A message written on a wall in the training facility. Oh, dear son. T-virus will soon destroy everything. Son, I was in something. Know how dreadful the virus is. Once the virus infects a certain percentage of the island, it cannot be reversed or stopped. Remember that once it enters into the body, blank virus controls it and comes out to spread the virus. Blank number will explode. This is Steve's dad, yeah. I can't ask you to forgive me. As you have said, your mother was killed because of me. That is a truth that I can't deny. I can only regret what I have done. I can't understand why things went in this way and what really went wrong. Is it Natisha? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the name. I'm just gonna wait for it to scroll more. This is painful. Scroll faster, Capcom. I can admit that I was not a good father to you, but I've loved... I can't hide what I've been doing. I can't undo what I've done. All I can do is pray that you live. Like Letitia, methinks? Maybe. That spider scene, no. That's so bad. I can't believe that's real. Oh. Sorry, my bracelet magnet clamping onto my mic. Favorite grunge band of the 90s between Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and Stone Temple Pilots? Stone Temple Pilots. Definitely. I think you know better than to come back here. However, if you are reading this, it means that you are still here. You must leave as soon as possible. This place will be wiped. Your father will be dead by then. I love you. It looks like it says my boy. That was a lot better than the spider lover. It says, I love you, my spider. That was fucking... I can't believe that's real. Like, actually, I cannot imagine writing that. Monologue of Claire. Oh, sweet Jesus, the scroll speed again. All right, I'll just, I'll wait. I'll wait. What's better, this or Survivor 1? I genuinely like this more than Survivor 1, but most people would tell you Survivor 1. I think this just has more of like a fun factor to it than Survivor 1 does. I seem to have fallen asleep in spite of myself. The sound of the turbo engine of the VTOL has woken me up. I was dreaming. No, I was having a terrible nightmare. I'm drenched in sweat, and my heart is thumping in my throat. The dream is fading away rapidly, just like a dream always does. Sorry, hiccups. Then, only the memory of fear and deep sorrow remain. To my surprise, I seem to have been crying. In the cockpit, Steve is controlling the plane. The nightmare has gone far behind. What do I have to fear? Why should I be sad? We're safe, for we got away from the cause of so much fear and sorrow, the island. Center text line is wild, it really is. The scroll speed is really something. I can see the warm sunlight coming into the cockpit, as if it erases the darkness. There are dolphins jumping on the surface of the sea below. However, the fragments of the nightmare never leave my mind. How's the weather? I only just looked up and saw how's the weather today. while I was waiting for it to scroll by. The seams I dreamed of are surfacing one by one. I was dreaming of the island. I was fighting just like I did a while ago. Just like I did together with Steve. But the dream was about to unfold in a different way. In the worst way. My farewell to Steve. That is a reality that could have happened. If anything had gone wrong. But it didn't. What's better, CV or Zero? CV. For sure. We won this future. We have escaped from the island of death. It's time I forgot the nightmare. It's time I talked with Steve. The sky is bright with sunlight. How long is it until she realizes that that's her brother? And not Steve. It's becoming brighter and brighter. I wonder why he doesn't turn around. Now it's too bright. As if I'm in a white blanket of fog. Steve, top or bottom? Was it just a dream? I don't know. I'm in a white blanket. Oh my god, there's more. Holy shit. I wonder why he doesn't turn around. Is what I believe to be reality real? The steady sound of the engine of the VTOL has become louder and louder, like the noise from a swinging axe without an E. And I realize that I'm waking up. Why is this so long? Because the text scroll is so slow. You know how in the menu before I select one, it says you can press the start button to pause the scrolling. I can't imagine that you would ever need to pause the scrolling. At this speed, there's no way. I found out my dad uses Axe body spray to this day. Your dad is just... He's a treasure. He's a national treasure.
Okay.
Oops.
I'm a furry again!
Always have been. We've had like one table since last time I was here. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. You get paid to just kind of hang out. Body spray recommendation? I don't use a spray. I'm paid hourly, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. I use, what's it? I use a Dr. Squatch deodorant stick. No spray. Can't wait till we reach the spider enemies. No, dude. No. Oh, the The warden was fucking the spider. That is some genuinely insane Resi lore. Oh, cologne? I have a lot of cologne, actually. Are we talking cologne? I assumed deodorant because body spray. I have a lot of cologne. I like cologne. I use nice colognes every single day. I use them a lot when I go out, but I don't use them every day. If I'm going out, then I normally always have some on, but if I'm like not leaving the house, or if I am leaving the house, but all I'm doing is like going to the grocery store or something, then no.
Biohazard contamination detected. Level S. Instruction A.
Chat, did you know
All personnel
that False is doing a community night tomorrow on Halo the Master Chief Collection?
Biohazard contamination detected. Level
And I took it upon myself, like immediately when that vote went through. I was like, don't worry, I got it. I'm managing it. I got it. I got it. No? Saturday night? I thought it was tomorrow. Saturday? No, it's Friday? Oh. Tomorrow. And I have so many classic custom games. I was going through like what maps and modes and all that I have saved on MCC. No, as in I didn't know. Oh, I get you. Like I was looking through and I found some bangers on there that I have saved from years ago. I've got Fat Kid and what was it called? Omega Journey? Like the variation of Fat Kid where it is Fat Kid still, but you're like going through a series of hallways and you have to like knock all the debris away to what's it? To like get through before the Fat Kid catches up to you. I had Speed Halo, of course. I had Jump Rope for Halo Reach. That's the one thing that was really good about Reach. Reach was like prime custom game era. Just because the Forge was so good in Reach, the custom games were amazing on Reach. That's the one thing Reach was really, really good for. I even, I have to keep looking through my Halo 2 Anniversary stuff because I did find a couple of really good ones on H2A, but I don't know if I want to like tell people to install it for that unless I have like a solid stockpile of good shit. But I did have like Ultimate Frisbee for H2A. I had Warthog Sumo for H2A because Halo 2 Anniversary added for the first time the ability for forgers to like despawn objects on a timer. So when you play Warthog Sumo in Halo 2 Anniversary specifically, like you're all trying to push each other off this platform and like be the last one on it in the Warthog. But then also like the platform is shrinking the longer that the round goes on. So it's just Warthog Sumo, but better than in Halo 3 or Reach. Just because forgers could do that in H2A. I had a lot of good stuff in there. I had pirate ships for Halo 3, which is a really fun one. There's just 2 pirate ships on the map, and you have to try to take control of both pirate ships for your team. But anytime that you're not on a ship, your shield slowly drains. I found a lot of good ones on there. Halo CE isn't that good. No, Halo CE and Halo 2 aren't very good for custom games because they never had Forge. So there was never an ability to edit the maps or create your own maps or anything in those games. So custom games were limited in those titles to just messing with the game mode settings and nothing else. Whereas Halo 3 and on, for making custom modes, you could edit the... What's it? You could edit the mode parameters and everything to like make your own custom game mode, but then you could also make a map custom to go with it. And that's when Halo custom games actually got good. Was when you were able to start making your own maps to go along with the modes. That, like the one that I mentioned with Fat Kid, which was Fat Kid was like one of the OG custom games that came around in Halo 3. It was one of the most popular too, where it's infection, but it starts with only one zombie infected for the whole match. And it's just one zombie who moves super slowly, like 10% movement speed, but they're also so incredibly tanky that they're nearly impossible to kill. And that zombie is the Fat Kid. And then when they do infect other players, the other players are just normal zombies. There's only one Fat Kid per round. But it's so fun. It's such a goofy mode when you just have the one player like slowly approaching you with an energy sword or a gravity hammer, and you can't stop them. Like, you can shoot them all you want, but you're not going to be able to stop them. It's like having a really slow moving... It's like having fucking Mr. X in like your Halo infected lobby. Where it's just like, he's coming, and he's gonna get to you eventually, and you can't stop him. He's gonna catch up to you. It's hilarious. Fat Kid was a classic. But then there was the variation of Fat Kid that I think was called Omega Journey. I can't remember. I have it on my Master Chief collection. So we'll probably end up playing it. But it's a variation of that where it's the same thing. It's infected with the one Fat Kid every match. But instead of it just being like your normal infected, you're all crammed into this hallway, like this really long hallway. And then because Halo 3 had a lot of objects that could be moved around by physics, there are like these blockades that the survivors will come up to every time they make so much progress through this hallway, where they have to knock all the objects out of the way to be able to keep running away from the Fat Kid. And the Fat Kid is just slowly approaching behind you the entire time you're trying to run down this hallway. And that one is really good too. Just going through them and like opening the maps and stuff to make sure they still worked was wild. Because I was just like, oh my god. I have all these classics that we're going to be able to play just with False's chat for community night. It reminded me of the era of Halo custom games, which apparently I've heard that because Halo Infinite's Forge and game mode editor is so good, apparently Halo Infinite is now like the king of Halo custom games, but just no one plays Halo Infinite anymore, so it's like a little known fact. It's one of those like if you know sort of things. And I've seen some insane shit from Halo Infinite custom games. Like, I've seen someone recreate Nocturne Toten from COD Zombies in Forge, and then they made like a whole custom game mode where like a bunch of bots with energy swords will run towards you, and their shield strength will get stronger every time they respawn. And when you kill these bots, you get points, and there's like a working mystery box and working perk machines and everything on the map. So I have seen insane custom games on Halo Infinite here and there, just like pop up into my feed. Someday, assuming people like the MCC one, we might have to do Infinite, because Infinite is free to play for the multiplayer side. So that's honestly even easier to get people into than MCC. And if I do some looking around, I can probably find a lot of awesome stuff like that. Because, yeah, apparently Halo Infinite's Forge, I mean, it was delayed for like a year, if anyone was around and remembers that whole controversy with the game. Forge took like over a year to get added into the game after launch. But apparently it is an amazing Forge that you can do so much with compared to before. Oh man, I also, when I was going through my MCC stuff, I found Ghostbusters, Halo 3 Ghostbusters. That was a good one. Ghostbusters is like, there's one infected who is the Ghostbuster, and then all of the survivors have permanent active camouflage. And the survivors can actually end the round by killing the one Ghostbuster on the map. But the catch is that the Ghostbuster can only actually be damaged if you punch them in the back. So you have to like hide around the map and let them not catch, or try to prevent them from catching you. And then the only way that you can actually win is by killing the Ghostbusters. So you have to try to sneak up behind them and get a back smack in. That one's a classic too. I found so many classics on there. Halo Reach jump rope being there, it just immediately made me like, yep, I will host a match of jump rope, absolutely. Yep. Halo Reach jump rope was an awesome one, where there would be one team that spawns way up at the top of this ramp with a bunch of vehicles, and they can take whatever vehicle they want and start going down the ramp. And the ramp makes you go super fast because of the way that it's built. And then at the bottom of the ramp, I did have Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt was in there. I saw that one too. I had so many good ones still on there. Sorry, but at the bottom of this ramp is just one line of the other team. And the other team can't move. Like left, right, forward, whatever. They're stuck in place. The only thing they can do is jump. So the team up top with the vehicles has to like throw themselves down the ramp in the vehicles to try to hit the other players at the bottom. And the players at the bottom have to jump over the vehicles as they come down to survive. And that one is really goofy too. So many fun ones on there. I forgot about the golden age of Halo custom games. Oh yes, tomorrow night, False, on your Twitch, right? I did have NASCAR. Yes, I had NASCAR. Halo Reach NASCAR is a good one too. So I'm just saying, if you know, are watching False's stream tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, Community Halo custom games on Master Chief Collection. I'm just saying. I suppose I could drop by. That one is my favorite. NASCAR is a good one. I don't know if I had any race maps. Oh, I did. I had one for Halo Reach that I can't remember the name of, but it was the really good one, where you also got like rocket launchers and plasma pistols and stuff to try to like blow other players off of the racetrack and make them fall down, or EMP them to stop them from moving for a little bit. What time did you say again? 7 p.m. Eastern time. Duck Hunt, I should probably do Duck Hunt too, because I did have that one. Halo 3 Duck Hunt was a classic where there was one player who would spawn up in like this little boxed off area with a sniper rifle, and then every other player spawns in like a group on an obstacle course that is like opposite from where the sniper player is, and all of the other players are painted yellow just by the game mode settings. They all have yellow armor, so they're the ducks, and they have to try to run through this obstacle course while the one player up on the other side of the map with the sniper is trying to pick them off one by one as they move between like the pieces of cover. That shit is so fun. Halo custom games are such a good time. You seem so excited. I think you should be excited. I don't think you realize how much fun you're going to have. The NASCAR clip? Oh my god, Halo reached NASCAR and False came up. It's me making a joke about her being from North Carolina, which is the state of NASCAR, is a common nickname for North Carolina. And it's me being like, you got this shit in your blood. Turn left. The NASCAR clip is a classic. A classic clip of us playing Halo. Does this one suck less ass than the first? Depends who you're asking. I think it sucks less, yes. A lot of people think this one is worse. It depends. Survivor 1 is more like a proper single player game, but this just plays better. And it's an arcade game, and if you just treat it like an arcade game, then like, yeah, it's a good time. Not for super long. Like, you do get to a point where you're playing it for like 2.5 hours in one sitting and you're like, yeah, I'm about done. But I got the same thing with Survivor 1, where I played that for more than like an hour or so, and I was like, yeah, I'm bored now. So it depends. It's kind of just a preference thing, to be honest, between Survivor 1 and 2. Lucky enough to have my name everywhere. Hey, not on Xbox Live yet. You better go grab it. You could grab it in time for community night. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, I don't need to be in this room. Nothing of value in there. Oh, hello, Nemi. Don't mind me slipping by you. But False Kingdom OR? I mean, if you would rather keep your old name, you can. But you could almost definitely grab your new one. And Xbox Live doesn't allow for duplicate names. So if you wanted it, then you should grab it. It depends. Whichever you'd prefer to have. I just bring it up because it is like, yeah, if you want it, you should grab it before someone else does. Be right back, grabbing a new Xbox Live name. I'm sure he's got a good one in mind. spider bitch. Still haven't played them. They're classic. They really are. And they've aged so well too. Like you go back and play Halo CE and it just plays well. It's one of those games from like, you know, the very early 2000s that you play and you're just like, man, this somehow held up really, really well considering its age and everything. The biggest issue with CE is its level design, particularly in the second half of the game. But it's weird because the first half of Halo CE has like amazing level design. But then the second half of Halo CE is kind of a mess. And it's because the game was rushed. Am I really missing out? Is the multiplayer still active? Multiplayer is still very active, yeah. Level design's so good, they just copied it for the second half. True. I can just go this way. Did you watch Sinners? I have not watched Sinners, no. So I can still get these custom maps you were talking about? Yeah. Was there ever a Halo that wasn't rushed to hell? 3. And Reach. And 4. And 5. Not Infinite. Infinite was a disaster. The ones that were rushed like crazy were just CE2 and Infinite pretty much. The rest of them, they were given a lot of time. So the worst ones weren't rushed. It's kind of crazy. Oh, yeah, there we go. First continue of the run, by the way. We were gaming on this one. Only 5 people from Halo Studios got laid off? That's kind of crazy because Halo Studios is so big. That's actually like a shockingly low number if true. Yeah, there's that D rank. It's just Ranger, yeah. Made 4 minutes ago. I don't know. I don't see why that would be a red flag at all.
The self-destruct system has been activated.
Oh, I just realized the market closed like 30 minutes ago.
Immediately.
How did we do? Pretty good. Pretty damn good, actually. How did the S&P do? I did way better than the S&P. The S&P was up 0.27% today. I'm up 0.42. Not too shabby. Don't take into account development costs for the Microsoft Studio games they're giving out for free. Yeah, I saw the reporting. I don't think there's much merit to it though. Because like thing is, right? If Game Pass wasn't making money, they wouldn't be so bullish on it. They just wouldn't be. Like they're prioritizing Game Pass over everything else. So I can't imagine that they're selling the consoles at a loss. They're doing Game Pass at a loss. they're actively giving up their actual game sales in favor of Game Pass at a loss. Because if that were the case, everything about the Xbox business model would pretty much be at a loss. So I can't imagine there's actually much merit to that reporting. Oh. So much for most profitable year yet. Yeah, that's the thing though, is they are reporting like record profits for the Xbox brand as well. But it's not making bank either. Well, I mean, it's also fair to say that they're not accounting for development of their first-party titles in those figures, in the Game Pass figures. But all of their recent first-party titles have made profit on sales alone. Like Indiana Jones, Halo Infinite. Man, they haven't had many of those big hitters. Hi-Fi Rush. And especially now that they're going over to other platforms, like Hi-Fi Rush sold a shit ton on PS5 once it made it over. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's the thing. Now that they're putting games on PlayStation, that's just going to be a money printer for them. Oh, good night, Claire. There's no real reason to do the Nemi boss fight over and over again. It's just kind of fun. Sony actually did have their most profitable year and they don't deserve that. True. They definitely don't. I have a limiter on mine where new accounts can't chat for a few hours. I probably should have that. Now that you mention it, that sounds like a good idea to have. This game is great. Like, none of them are happy with it. Yeah, well, we're currently speculating that there might be, like, a legit Halo CE remake. There's not much, like, concrete behind that, but that's been a lot of the speculation on what their next project is. And not like Halo CE Anniversary, where it was just a visual remaster, like an actual remake with, you know, new weapons, new enemy types, adjusted levels, stuff like that. Probably a redone story. Not in the sense where like they actively change it a ton, but they probably will add more depth to the story and more stuff to connect to later titles. Get many slammers and bots or bad actors? Not as many bad actors. I mean, we do, but not a ton. On Twitch, we get a ton of bots, but I have my bot just auto banning bots. Like, it just detects them and auto bans them. But Twitch has a major botting problem still. YouTube has gotten most of their botting problem under control. They're still struggling a little bit with bots in the comments on like viral content, but it's not been too much of an issue in recent years, especially compared to what it was like 3 years ago. YouTube's botting problem has gotten significantly better. Twitch's botting problem is still pretty bad. Make it back into the RTS it was going to be. That would be a crazy project. Stage 2 from the stage select menu. See, I don't know how I'm unlocking these. Are these like stage select things from amount of times I've completed a run? Are they playtime related? Like, what is happening? How is that unlocking?
Resident Evil.
They kind of just come out of nowhere. And it's like, yeah, single stage mode unlocked for this one. And I don't know what the criteria is, but let me try to pistol only no damage stage 2 as well for a quick S rank on that, on the stage select. Because apparently I can just get S ranks on all the stages one at a time once they unlock here, and then have a cumulative S rank for everything as far as the game is concerned. Oh, a hydrate, my bad. This is actually empty. Remind me as soon as I'm done with this. Oh. I have to get the jug. But I drank all of my shit already. So I have to grab the jug. What do you think of Phil Spencer's leadership, seeing as he'll retire soon? I think Phil got handed a really shitty deal, needing to pick up from Don Matrix shit show. But I don't think he handled it particularly great. I think he had his moments, but then there were definitely a lot of moments as well where Phil would like say one thing and say like, yeah, we're going to be doing this. Or like, this is our priority. And then they would do something completely different. Oh, Steve saved me. He saved the no damage. Oh, and it's gone. All right. I actually have to take a piss break as well. Well, is there music?
Resident
If I go here?
Evil.
Just pointless untruths. Yeah. And then, like, obviously the big one that really, really pissed me off was everyone, this pissed off everyone, right? But last year when they were like, yeah, we're prioritizing games and what people want to play, what the gamers want to play is our priority right now. And then Hi-Fi Rush comes out. Crazy hit, right? And then less than a year later, they went to shutter Tango Gameworks. They went to close down the studio that just released like their biggest hit in nearly a decade that players loved, but they were like, no, we're shutting it down. And that was like legitimately less than 2 weeks after he gave an interview where he was like, yeah, right now, our priority is just what the players want. Now, that being said, I've said for years, for the last few years, because it's absolutely true, that Xbox does more for their players than any other major publisher does right now. Undoubtedly, they do. But then they also do shit like that. So it's really weird. Like, overall, it's hard to even judge how to feel about them in that regard. But I do stand by, they still do way more for their players than Sony does. Sony even looks like saints compared to Nintendo, so Xbox is like 100 leagues above what Nintendo's doing for their players. I would say the only like big vendor, if I open it up to that, that's doing more for players than Xbox, it would be like Epic Games on PC and Steam are like the only ones that do more than Xbox right now. Genuinely. Also, thank God Tango got saved, because reminder, Tango isn't dead. Tango got bought by Crafton, which is not the greatest leadership to be under, but it prevented them from being totally shuttered and putting all those people out of a job. So the studio is still going. They didn't get shuttered at all. Thank God. But yeah, that was a shit show. Anyway, I have to take a piss break. That was just a good question. I'll be right back. Feel free to get up, get a drink, snack, bathroom break, whatever while I'm up. And when I'm back, we'll get that stage 2 S rank. It'll be beautiful. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm ready. S rank time. This layout of Twitch is so weird. I think Twitch's user experience is, well, I think YouTube's user experience has gotten a lot better with things like the lower latency. YouTube has much better video encoding now, which is a huge positive. Granted, you have to be on the high-end encoder, which you have to like go out of your way to set up as a streamer, but I use it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys don't even watch the stream on the high-end encoder, because the high-end encoder only kicks in on the YouTube side if you're watching it set at 1440p for the quality. But the video encoder is way better. So YouTube is probably about on par user experience wise because their tech is better than Twitch right now. Like the back end stuff for YouTube is just stronger. But Twitch has so many community features that I fucking love that YouTube just doesn't have. Like channel points. Like I have channel points on YouTube. But you know what I had to fucking go through to get channel points on my YouTube? I had to write my own system to have my channel point system work. I had to fucking use a C++, or sorry, a C sharp, not plus plus, custom bot to make my own channel point system and store them locally on my computer, like all the variables and stuff for them. To be able to have them. You say low latency, but Twitch is always faster. It's because I don't use the ultra low latency setting on YouTube because I stream it 1440p. The high-end video encoder needs a couple more seconds to process than the basic one. So I'm not even using YouTube's fastest latency setting. If you're using ultra low, it is faster. So it's your fault. We take a little more visual, actually it's like a lot more visual clarity at the cost of a couple more seconds of latency. And I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. There's a button for redeems. Yeah, that's the thing. For Twitch, it's all built into the platform. YouTube, I had to make my own system. And I really, YouTube should have channel points for live streams. I have been bringing it up so often in like all the discussion with, what's it? Like YouTube advisors or what's it? Like my partner manager, when she would set things up, I always brought it up. Never went anywhere. But that's also, bro, my old partner manager, I even bitched about it on stream once a long time ago. My old partner manager, my first one, sucked. She was not good. She was not a good partner manager. All she ever did was put together these little workshops with all the creators who were managed by her to just like have discussion about this or that and get to talk with like people at YouTube about certain things. But then it was always very directed, I guess. Like you could only ever talk about what they wanted you to be talking about. There wasn't much like actual discussion. It was kind of just like a Q&A about certain features. And then half the time that I heard from her, it was only ever, and I bitched about this. This was what I bitched about before. Half the time I even heard from her, it was her sending me shit to try to get me to use the built-in shopping system that YouTube added to the platform. Where like I can just link Amazon products or something under my videos for you guys to buy through the YouTube platform. Half the time I heard from her, it was just her trying to get me to use that system. My new partner manager is great. She's fantastic, but my old partner manager was not. You could have had to be partnered through an MCN. Yeah, thank God I missed that era. The era of needing to be managed through like Machinima and they take like 50% of your ad rev. I'm glad I missed that era of YouTube. What's their job specifically? What, a partner manager? Not all YouTube partners have a partner manager. But basically, I don't know why some people do and don't. Like, False is a YouTube partner, right? False does not have a partner manager. And I was a partner for a long time, but I didn't have a partner manager until the time about when I was finishing up the MGS reviews. Like sometime around doing like Peace Walker, MGS 5, and like Survive. I don't know exactly when, but around that period was when I first got a partner manager. Basically what they do is they're there to be like a direct middleman between creators and YouTube, where like if I need to get directly into contact with YouTube for something, I go to my partner manager. Like I go straight to her. Like if my channel ever got hacked, right, I would go to her and be like, hey, you need to like pass this up the chain right now. My channel is hacked and streaming some weird crypto scam, which for some reason is always what happens when channels get hacked. I don't know why. I would just directly like email her about that right away. They're like a direct line of communication where they are literally just there to communicate with partners who they're assigned to. But they essentially just pass us on to whoever we actually need to speak to, which sometimes is a bit of a shit show, but that is like the main reason that they tell you, like, yeah, this is why you have a partner manager. That's what they'll tell you right away.
Come on.
They also try to help creators succeed in a lot of ways, which is where things get a little more iffy with, like, you know, my last partner manager. All that she ever did to try to, in air quotes, help me succeed was get me using the fucking shopping system, the shopping integration that they added. She was basically just always promoting this one system to me. But like my new partner manager will reach out with stuff and be like, hey, here's a link to like a Google Meet that you can sign up for. We're going to be doing a workshop this week on like channel memberships and how to make more engaging memberships and build more of a community through this feature. Or she just emailed me about one like that for like shorts, like how to make better shorts, how to make more engaging shorts. How much ad revenue did you say they take? None. The partner manager takes none. The partner manager is like on salary from YouTube. Does YouTube get commissions for the shop thing? Yeah. Yeah. YouTube takes a cut of the shopping purchases on YouTube. That's why they wanted us using them. Man, Chris is crazy in this game. Infinite linear launcher. Was annoying and incompetent. Not really incompetent, but just she was only ever trying to push this one thing. And other than that, like I never even heard from her. But like my new manager checks in all the time with all sorts of shit. Like that, or she literally yesterday got me involved in something larger that's going to be happening like next month. I can't talk about it. I mean, I could, but I'm gonna ruin a really cool thing if I do. I'm not going to talk about it. Like there's nothing legally preventing me from talking about it. I didn't sign an NDA or anything. Just, I will ruin shit if I talk about it. But like she got me in contact with and set up for something cool that's happening next month. She also does a lot of things where, and the partner managers themselves set these things up. But like she's running a thing right now where she's trying to get more people interacting with like community building features is like her big thing these last couple months that she's been working on with all of her partners she works with. Here, let me go look. I can talk about all this stuff. This is fine. It almost sounds like I shouldn't be talking so much about it, but like there's nothing about this that I can't talk about. Here, I'm looking because I just got something from her a couple days ago. Oh yeah, here we go. Like she's doing a thing right now for all of her partners where she's like, yeah, if you guys publish more members only videos, shorts, streams, early access, anything like that from like now to September, then we'll send you like some free YouTube merch. Or if you do like one more, literally what it says here, if you post one more live stream between now and September 12th than you did during April to June, which I can't do because I stream every fucking day. So unless I did 2 streams in a day, I just can't. But if you do that, then we'll send you some free merch. And there is a shopping one on here as well. But there's a shorts one. She basically sets these things up where she's like, hey, here are some incentives to actually engage with systems that we have on YouTube that a lot of creators ignore or don't take full advantage of. And if you mess around, if you experiment with using these features more, we'll send you some free shit as a reward. Like a mug or a hat or something like that. Something small, but it's like, here's an incentive to engage with systems that will help you build more of a community on YouTube. Rather than just, hey, use that shopping thing, it makes money. Like my old partner manager. Reach for these goals and you get a reward. Yeah, and the reason that they do them is that a lot of people don't take advantage of a lot of these features, right? Like a lot of people don't publish members only content. Some people don't even have channel memberships set up on their channel. Some people never live stream on YouTube. So they're trying to like set up these things to be like, hey, experiment with this a bit. If you do, we'll send you something. And obviously the intent there is that like if people try it and it's successful and they like it, then they'll continue to live stream on YouTube or, you know, post members only content or whatever. Stuff like that that helps you build up a brand, right? That's kind of the goal. So she's super on it. My old partner manager was not. But my new one is super on it. And at first I was wondering if, if I had just randomly like gotten switched over to a different partner manager or something. Like when I got the new one, I was like, oh, did they just move me for some reason? But no, I went and looked and my old partner manager just isn't at YouTube anymore. If people have memberships, why don't they have members only content? A lot of people don't. I barely do. Like the only members only content I do in air quotes is like early access stuff, but I don't ever have like legit members only content. I've thought about it, but every time I do, I'm like, I don't like the idea of doing actual like members only stuff. Although I might do something because I can get free YouTube swag, you know, so maybe. Yeah, fuck that worm. She got fired. I mean, we don't know that she got fired. She could have just quit. She easily could have just quit. She could have gotten fired. Definitely. But she could have just quit. What, that worm? Fuck that worm. Like the spiders, apparently. Oh, speaking of. That is the most insane Resident Evil lore I've ever seen, and I've seen some crazy shit. These games get really weird sometimes. But like, the guy who was legitimately like in love with and sexually attracted to a spider is some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like, I can't believe that I actually just read that on stream today without knowing ahead of time that that was coming. That was wild. That was one of the craziest things I've ever found in a Resident game. Absolutely. All right, it is about that time. I just wanted to blast some things with Chris for the last few minutes since I didn't have like anything productive that I could do in like 5 minutes. But Chris is cool. Glad I missed that, bro. It was insane. It was crazy. Because as it went on, like at the beginning, I'm like, okay, there's some twist coming in here where like the guy who wrote this isn't actually, like, it might be another spider. He might not literally be talking about a spider, but then as it went on, it was like, no, this is actually a human being. No, he's actually talking about a spider, like literally, and it just got worse as I realized that it was literally a man who was in love with a spider. Anyway, it is about that time on that note. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff, like Armored Core Mobile 2, I have to get back to at some point. Ace Combat, Metal Gear, Yakuza, all sorts of good stuff. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like on the YouTube side. Helps out a lot with algorithm and stuff. You know how that goes. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you're looking for links to anything outside of Twitch or YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below on the YouTube side. Over on Twitch, they're on the channel page. They're in chat commands. You'll find whatever you're looking for. Twitter, Discord server. It's all there. Get that ass banned. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.